So, initial plans for the trimming system in Sea Kings includes being able to find one of the trims throughout either, for example, a marine or pirate barrel, as well as finding it on ships and other structures, being able to just find them as loot tables, and as well being able to obtain them through like boss drops. So if you were to fight and kill pre-time skip Luffy or first appearance Luffy, then you would end up getting, or you'd have a chance to get the trim. You also have a chance to get the rest of the armor that he wears, so you wouldn't need a trim to craft the armor. You would just get it from Luffy, but you would have to repair it. The straw hat is one of the items that won't be like a craftable item, and simply because it will give the player buffs and it will be a family item instead. As well, Roger's mustache obviously won't be a craftable item. You'll have to get it from a Roger boss, first appearance Roger boss, and when you have the mustache on, you will get you'll end up getting buffs from it. So there will be multiple different items that grant buffs. You have the cloaks. Depending on the type of cloak, you will get a buff. So if you have Whitebeard's cloak or Doflamingo's cloak or something like that, something that is obtained through a boss, then it will end up giving buffs. As well, I want to try and see if I can add in a trim system for cutlasses so that you can put them in and upgrade them. I'm not sure yet, or not cutlasses, just the swords in general. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet or not, seeing as right now the cutlass is the only craftable item in Sea Kings, but there's still the katana and Wadawichi Manji, which need ways of obtainment. Wadawichi Manji obviously will be a boss drop from Zoro, as well as a granted item from the Roro no family. Katana will be a craftable item, and it will also be a drop from certain bosses that use swords like katanas and such. For the Sea Kings server, because Ployhug pointed it out, with trims it makes it harder for you to craft the armor and such, because you actually have to hope that somebody has the trim that you're looking for. On the official server, we plan to do events and such where you will be able to kill certain bosses. So you'll have bosses like Enel or Whitebeard and such that will just spawn around the area, and I really do hope to add in a block that will allow you to allow everyone to spawn in the mobs, so it will work a lot like the monster spawner, but it will be more customizable. As well, I just plan to get more armor added in, and that is about it for all of the things that I plan to do right now. At some point, I do want to get some music discs in that will play note block versions of music from One Piece, making sure that it sounds good and everything. But main focus is getting trims in and getting them all finished, at least on my end. So the Luffy trim still needs work. I want to try and add a little straw hat onto it and have all of them be customized towards the person who has the trim, or who would end up dropping the trim. So Zoro would have a sword on his. Roger would have either his mustache or his cutlass. I'm not sure on that one yet. The marine one would be just the marine logo, and the pirate one, I guess there wouldn't really be a pirate one. I guess depending on the character, you'll get like the Jolly Roger that the character has. So for law armor, it would be these oh, what are they called? I don't remember the Heart Pirates, I think they're called. So it'll kind of be their logo or something that relates to them. So Nami would either be like her tattoo or the belly logo. Sanji would either be like probably a frying pan or something like that. Frankie would be cola. Chopper would be like plus for like a green plus or something. But it's just a way that you can see that it's a different item from everything else. And I want to try and make sure that everything's sorted really nicely. I plan to get a bunch more weapons added in and scale up their damage and scale down their damage where it needs to be. There's also implemented in better combat support, so you don't need to add a external mod to it or a external add-on pack. You just need better combat installed and it will work exactly from there. So there's no extra stuff that needs to be done. So I'm making sure that that's something that's being done. But other than that, there's not much else to say for Sea Kings right now. At least on my end, there's more happening behind the scenes, but I'm not going to go too much into detail on that. I just wanted to give my input on what I'm working on right now and what I'm planning on doing down in the near future, depending on how long I actually keep up with this, which is hopefully I do. At least right now I am.